Breaking news today: General Hospital, GH, spoilers and rumors revealed jealous Diane Miller, Carolyn Hennessy, doesn't like Holly Sutton, Emma Sams, being in Port Charles. Every time Holly's been in town, Robert Scorpio's, Tristan Rogers, been distracted. Can he overcome Diane's insecurities? General Hospital spoilers. Robert Scorpio is the one who tells Diane Holly's back. Robert is actually the one who tells Diane that Holly's back, and she gives him the side eye. Holly had started to knock on his office door, but realized he had company. At the time, Robert's visitor was actually WSB local office chief Jack Brennan, Charles Monsieur, who wanted to know if there was anything about Holly he needed to worry about. Then Holly went to catch up with Max Scorpio, John J. York, who came right out and said he didn't trust her, although he let her flap her jaws for a while. Robert will try to reassure Diane that this time, it won't be like last time, when Holly's needs came ahead of their relationship and Diane dumped him. Robert and Diane are much more involved than they were last time Holly was back, and she's not in as much trouble this time, he hopes. GH spoilers. Robert Scorpio and Holly Sutton get reacquainted, but it has to be different now. If Robert really keeps his promise to Diane, then although Robert and Holly get reacquainted, he'll make sure to tell Holly that he's unavailable in any circumstance, shape or form. They may discuss that Ethan Lovett, James Ryan, is doing well now and not in any trouble for a change, and they may talk about her part in the recent rescue mission. Holly did come through when it counted for Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, and Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, who wouldn't have escaped Jen Sidwell, Carlo Rota without her. She stole a truck and got them out of the compound, which was under drone strike thanks to Brennan, and got them to a waiting WSB plane, also thanks to Brennan. As far as anything else between Robert and Holly, he should make it clear that he's with Diane in a committed relationship now, and it's not happening. General Hospital spoilers. She may give Robert Scorpio information about Sidwell. Robert may get some intel out of her about Sidwell, but she doesn't even know if he's still alive. He and some henchmen were unconscious when she, Lucky, Anna and Jason escaped. What she won't tell is the thing that may bring Sidwell and a target on her back and several others, namely that she stole his diamonds. The one thing that Robert and Brennan need to know to protect Port Charles and even Holly herself will be the one thing that she won't tell. But the main thing that she needs to know is there's no future for her and Robert to regain their past relationship. He's moved on with Diane, and she should move on with someone else as well. Be sure to catch up on everything happening with GH right now. Come back here often for General Hospital spoilers, news, and updates. General Hospital spoilers and updates for Monday, October 14. Tease, somebody's busted, discovery denied, fate determined. Next on General Hospital, Brad Cooper, Parry Shen, busts somebody, Martin Gray, Michael E. Knight, is denied discovery of evidence, and Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn. Fate is determined. General Hospital spoilers, good news. Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Veganos, runs into Dex Heller, Evan Hofer, and it looks like they are outside a courtroom. Molly tells him it's nice to know they might have some good news coming their way. Molly thinks they've got it in the bag that her mother's being freed and Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, is going down. But things may not work out the way she assumes they will, even though she may be aware Sonny plans to confess to the murder of John Jagger Cates, Adam J. Harrington. There are some hoops to jump through on the way to trial, which technically isn't for a couple more weeks. Must read. General Hospital spoilers. Sonny's Heart of Gold praise riles up fans. Does mobster really deserve hero worship? GH spoilers. Rick Lansing shocks Curtis Ashford. Elsewhere, Curtis Ashford, Donald Turner, is dressed up and shocked as Rick Lansing. Rick Hurst has news for him. Curtis throws up his hands in the air and says he deserves to know how this is going to play out. What could Rick possibly have for Curtis that shocks him this much and puts him in a state of anxiety? It's doubtful he's going to disclose to Curtis about his legal maneuvers in Heather Webber's, Abby Mills, behalf towards the hospital. Or is Rick bringing him in the loop because he's TJ Ashford's, Taj Bello, uncle, and Portia Robinson's, Brooke Hare husband, and sort of in the family? General Hospital spoilers, somebody's busted. Brad discovered Portia altered Heather's post-surgery test results, and now he's going to bust her. Previously, she caught him hugging Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, in the hospital and threw her weight around, implying threats to fire him. Brad very definitely is in a defensive position and has to look out for himself. He's obviously called someone in, possibly Terry Randolph, Cassandra James, about it. He stands in the lab over the computer and says he may have found something interesting, May. Perhaps he's not busting Portia. Maybe he's talking to her and blackmailing her. Must read. General Hospital spoilers. Jack inches closer to Carly, and so does P.I. Elaine. GH spoilers. Elizabeth Baldwin's exasperated. That just could be Portia herself that Brad is confronting, because Elizabeth Baldwin, Rebecca Herbst, opens up to Terry about Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson. On the other hand, this could be after Lucky exasperates Elizabeth, because it looks like she's not in the hospital as she vents. What'd she get me into this time? That almost sounds like something she'd vent to Nicholas Cassadine, Adam Huss, who almost got her in a prison sentence for helping nurse Esme Prince, Avery Kristen Pohl. There's definitely some kind of situation going on here. What could Lucky have gotten her into this time? Or is she talking to someone else? Is she at the PCPD? General Hospital spoilers. Discovery denied. Martin Glow is at Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, in the PCPD, and asks her why he wasn't notified about her new evidence. Even though typically discovery of evidence is shared between prosecutors and defense attorneys in court, he deserved to know about the gun being found. Alexis is client's case depends on it if it's the gun she threw off Robin's bridge. Anna Glow is back at Martin, acting like he's not all law and order and out for justice. Did she find out Sonny is paying his bill? Or maybe his former case is helping people like Sonny and Valentine Cassadine, James Patrick Stewart, have spoiled Anna's trust.